Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to tell you the story of a man who came from nothing but became everything. A man who was born in a small corner of India, but became a superstar in every corner of the world. From India to Morocco, from Pakistan to Poland, from Sudan to Nepal, from Mauritius to Afghanistan and Yemen. His name is not just a name, it's a feeling. It's hope. It's power. It's Shah Rukh Khan, the king of Bollywood, the Badshah of millions of hearts, the man who ruled without a crown but became the king anyway. Today, I am not just telling you a story. I am giving you a journey full of pain, love, struggle, dreams, success, and most importantly, faith. This is a story that you will never forget. So sit back, feel every word, and walk with me on the road that turned a Delhi boy into a global icon worth more than $750 million. This story will help you learn English. Listen carefully. Repeat the words. Your English will get better. Part 1. The boy named Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan was born on 2nd November 1965 in a small house in New Delhi, India. His name, Shah Rukh, means face of the king in Persian. It was a name that nobody knew back then, but one day the whole world would cheer it. He was born in a middle-class Muslim family. His father, Mir Taj Muhammad Khan, was a freedom fighter, a lawyer, and a gentle soul. His mother, Latif Fatima, was a hard-working woman who worked as a magistrate and deeply loved her son. They were not rich. They didn't have big cars or big houses, but they had big dreams and strong values. They lived in a small rented house in Rajendra Nagar in Delhi. The house was not fancy, but it was full of love. There were no servants. His mother cooked food. His father repaired the old scooter himself. Life was simple, but not easy. Every day was a struggle. But they smiled through it. Shah Rukh was a smart and curious child. He loved playing cricket, reading books, and watching films. But he didn't have a television at home in the beginning. So, sometimes, he would stand outside his neighbor's house and watch TV through the window. That was his first connection to cinema, a window into dreams. But behind the smiles, there were struggles no one saw. His father had cancer. Shah Rukh was still a teenager when he had to see his father suffer in pain. The hospital became a second home. One day, Shah Rukh saw his father lying in the hospital bed, weak, pale, in pain. Shah Rukh said, "Father, don't go. I'll become something. I promise." But fate didn't wait. When Shah Rukh was only 15 years old, his father died. That day, the light of his home went out. His world turned dark. His mother, who was already working hard, now had to take care of everything: money, food, the house, and 2 kids. There was no man at the house anymore. And Shah Rukh knew it was his time to grow up. He stopped being a child. He became a protector for his mother and sister. But life didn't stop testing him. They had no big savings. Every month was a challenge. His shoes had holes. His clothes were old. He didn't go to big restaurants. Instead, he stood in line to buy rationed rice and sugar. Still, he kept smiling. Why? Because he had hope. He studied at St. Columba's School, one of Delhi's good schools. He was good in studies, great in sports, and brilliant in theater. His teachers called him a born performer. He acted in small plays and won hearts. He never had fancy costumes. Sometimes he wore his father's old clothes as costumes. But when he came on stage, people forgot everything else. He had something powerful in his eyes. A spark, a fire. But the pain didn't stop. In 1991, his mother also died due to a prolonged illness. She was his biggest support, his best friend. After her death, he cried alone in his room. For 2 days, he didn't eat anything. His sister was broken. He held her hand and said, "Don't worry, I will become big. One day people will know my name." He had nothing left. No parents, no money. Just one suitcase, a few clothes, and a dream. And that's when the real journey began. He packed his bags and left for Mumbai, the city of dreams. He had no godfather, no friends, no house. Just a few rupees and a burning dream in his heart. He said to himself, "I will either make it big, or I will never return." Part 2. The Road to Fame. From Delhi to Mumbai to dreams. Shah Rukh Khan arrived in Mumbai with just a suitcase, a few clothes, and a broken heart. He had no parents, no big money, and no home. But he had one thing, a dream, a big, bold, shining dream, to become a star. When he first stepped into Mumbai, the city felt too big, too loud, and too fast. He didn't know where he would sleep. He had no friends in the film world. He didn't even have a fixed plan. But one thing was clear. He wasn't going to give up. He stayed at a friend's house for a few days. Sometimes he slept on the floor, sometimes on the sofa. He would go to auditions by walking for hours under the hot sun. His clothes were simple. His shoes were old, but his heart was strong, very strong. Now remember, Shah Rukh didn't come to Mumbai to become a TV actor. He wanted to act in movies, but he also knew he needed to start somewhere. So when a chance came to act in a TV show, he said yes. That show was called Fauji. In Fauji, he played the role of a young army cadet. His role was not the main role at first, but when the camera started rolling, something magical happened. His energy, his confidence, his expressions, everything was so natural. The audience loved him. And just like that, the boy with no background became a face that people started to notice. After Fauji, he did another show, Circus. In this show, he played a quiet, emotional man who works in a traveling circus. His acting touched many hearts. He wasn't the most handsome hero on screen. He didn't have six-pack abs or golden hair. But he had something special. He made people feel something real, and that made all the difference. While doing TV, he started getting offers for films. But during this time, he had one more deep pain inside. His mother had passed away, and she never saw him on TV. She never saw him famous. He would often look up at the sky and whisper, "Are you watching me, Ami?" In 1991, he signed his first few Bollywood films. He was nervous but ready. And then came his Bollywood debut, a film called Deewana in 1992. In Deewana, he wasn't the main hero. But when he entered the screen, people couldn't take their eyes off him. His confidence, his charm, his passion, it was electric. People were going to cinemas again and again just to see his scenes. And then, everything changed. That year, he gave 4 big hits: Deewana, Chamatkar, Raju Bangaya Gentleman, Dil Ashna Hai. Suddenly, the boy who slept on his friend's floor was being called the new star of Bollywood. But he didn't stop. In 1993, he took a huge risk. He chose to play a villain in the film Bazigar. In those days, playing a negative role was dangerous for an actor's image. But Shah Rukh didn't care. He wanted to act, not just look good. Bazigar was a massive hit. People loved the bold story and Shah Rukh's fearless performance. He became a superstar overnight. Then came Dar, where he played another obsessive lover, and once again, he scared people, shocked people. But most importantly, he won hearts. He said, "If you love me, I will love you. But if you hate me, I will still act so good that you will remember me." In just 2 years, Shah Rukh had done the impossible. No godfather, no family in films, no big body, no superstar support, just raw talent, unshakable belief, and hard work. But he wasn't done yet. He moved into a small flat in Mumbai. He now had money to buy food, clothes, and gifts for his sister. He took her out for dinner. He bought her a sari and said, "One day I'll buy you the biggest house." That house would later become Manat, but that's for another part of the story. He started working day and night, sometimes shooting for 3 films at once, sometimes sleeping in the car. But he never complained. His dream was now growing, and he wanted to reach the top. By the mid-1990s, Shah Rukh Khan was no longer just a rising star. He was becoming a storm. People didn't just watch his films, they felt his presence, his way of walking, talking, smiling. It was not just acting, it was an emotion. But here's what made Shah Rukh different. He was not trying to be a muscle hero. He was not breaking cars, jumping off buildings, or shouting loud dialogues. He was doing something more powerful. He was touching hearts. In 1995, he signed a film that would change his life forever. Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, also known as DDLJ. At first, nobody knew it would become history. It was just a love story. A boy named Raj, a girl named Simran. But the way Shah Rukh played Raj, full of charm, humor, and pure love, made people fall in love with him across India and beyond. In the film, he didn't run away with the girl. He respected her family. He waited for her father to say yes. That one scene, when Simran's strict father finally says, "Go, Simran, live your life," and she runs to Raj with tears in her eyes. People cried in cinemas. They still do, even today. DDLJ became the longest-running film in Indian cinema history. Even after 20 years, it played in theaters. And Shah Rukh? He became King Khan, Badshah of Bollywood, and the King of Romance. But behind all the love, he was working harder than ever. Shooting back-to-back films, learning new skills, reading scripts, understanding every angle of the camera. He once said, "I may not be the best, but I will work harder than the rest." His next films proved that. He did Yes Boss, Pardes, Koila, Dil Se, and then Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. In Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, he played Rahul, a boy who believes in friendship and slowly discovers that friendship can also be love. The film was emotional, funny, colorful, and it made Shah Rukh a youth icon. Around this time, Shah Rukh also started building his dream home. Manat. It was not just a house, it was a symbol. From sleeping on floors to owning a sea-facing mansion in Mumbai, it was a message to the world. If you don't give up, dreams come true. He didn't stop there. In the early 2000s, he gave films like Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham, Devdas, Kal Ho Na Ho, and Veer Zara. Each role was different. Sometimes a son, sometimes a broken lover, sometimes a man full of pain. But each time, he made the audience feel. In Kal Ho Na Ho, when he cried, people in theaters cried with him. In Veer Zara, people believed in love again. In Devdas, he showed pain like no one else. And in Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham, he became the perfect son every parent dreams of. People from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Nepal, Mauritius, Yemen, Poland, and even Morocco started watching Bollywood just to see him. He was not just India's superstar anymore. He was the world's romantic hero. People began to call him the last superstar because no one before or after him could make people cry, smile, and dream like he did. But even while climbing so high, Shah Rukh never forgot his pain. In many interviews, he said he still misses his parents. Every big award, every standing ovation, every applause. He always wished his mother and father could see it. He once said, "My father had no money, but he had big dreams. I'm just living those dreams." He also became a father during this time. He married Gauri Khan, his college sweetheart, and they had a son, Aryan. Then came Suhana, his daughter, and years later, a third child, Abram. He once said, "My family is my real award. They're the only people who love me without tickets, box office, or reviews." Despite being one of the richest actors in the world, Shah Rukh still speaks humbly. He often says, "I'm just a middle-class boy with big dreams. I still get nervous before every film." Part 3. The Billion-Dollar Dream. Shah Rukh Khan, the businessman. The world knew Shah Rukh Khan as the king of romance, the Badshah of Bollywood. But very few people knew he was also a brilliant businessman, a man who didn't just act in movies. He built empires. By the mid-2000s, Shah Rukh was on top of the world. His movies were making hundreds of crores. His face was on billboards, magazines, and every TV screen. But he didn't stop there. He had a dream, to create something bigger than fame, something that lasts forever. And so he stepped into business. He didn't just want to act. He wanted to create movies. So he started his first production company called Dreams Unlimited with his friends, actress Juhi Chawla and director Aziz Mirza. They were excited, full of hope. Their first movie was called Fir Bhi Dil Hai Hindustani. Shah Rukh thought it would be a big hit, but it failed. People didn't like it. The movie didn't earn enough money. The team tried again with another film, but that also didn't do well. It was a painful time. Shah Rukh had put his heart, his time, and his money into this company. And now everything felt broken. People laughed and said, "Shah Rukh is a great actor, but a bad businessman." But did he give up? No, never. In 2003, he said goodbye to Dreams Unlimited and started something new, Red Chillies Entertainment. This time, he learned from his mistakes. He worked smarter, built a strong team, used better technology, and created films people loved. This was not just a film company. He wanted to produce powerful cinema, hire the best talent, and own the films he acted in. He was no longer just an actor taking money for roles. He became the owner of stories. But Shah Rukh didn't stop at just making movies. He saw the future, and it was technology. So he built one of the most advanced VFX, visual effects studios in India, Red Chillies VFX. At that time, Indian cinema didn't have big visual effects like Hollywood. But Shah Rukh believed, why should Indian audiences get anything less? He invested millions of dollars to build the studio. His movie Raw 1, released in 2011, was a visual revolution in India. The movie itself may not have been a blockbuster, but his vision changed how Indian films were made. Red Chillies VFX went on to work on many successful movies, even for other top actors. Meanwhile, his production company began releasing films one after another, not just with him in a lead, but also giving space to new actors and directors. He gave opportunities to young filmmakers. He produced movies like Main Hoon Na, Om Shanti Om, Dear Zindagi, Chennai Express, and more. Then came the big business move that shocked everyone. In 2008, the Indian Premier League, IPL, was launched, a mix of cricket and entertainment. Shah Rukh didn't just become a supporter, he bought a team. He became the co-owner of Kolkata Knight Riders, KKR, along with actress Juhi Chawla and her husband Jay Mehta. The team was valued at around $75 million back then. People laughed at first. What does an actor know about cricket? They said. But Shah Rukh had a plan. He turned KKR into a brand. The purple and gold jersey, the powerful team, the slogans like Corbo, Lorbo, Jeet Bo Ray. All of it was marketing genius. He brought Bollywood glamour to cricket. KKR won their first IPL trophy in 2012, then again in 2014. They became one of the most popular teams in IPL history. By 2025, KKR's brand value crossed $150 million. But that's not all. Shah Rukh Khan also started investing in international sports. He co-owned the Trinbago Knight Riders, a team in the Caribbean Premier League, CPL. He showed the world that his vision was global. Outside of sports and films, he made money in other smart ways. He became the face of over 40 top brands, from Pepsi, Tag Heuer, and Hyundai to Byju's and Lux. He didn't just do ads. He negotiated ownership in some companies. For example, in some deals, he asked for equity, shares, instead of a simple one-time payment. That meant when the company grew, his money also grew. He also made money through international film rights, merchandise, and OTT platforms like Netflix and Amazon Prime. His company made deals where they licensed content, meaning they got paid again and again, not just once. Shah Rukh Khan didn't take a fixed salary for many of his movies. Instead, he said, "If the film makes money, I'll take my share. If it fails, I won't take anything." This smart move is called profit sharing. It means he only earns if the movie is a hit. This shows how confident he is in his work and how deeply he trusts his team. And because of this smart business idea, he made even more money. Not just as an actor, but also as a businessman. That's how he became a global superstar and a billionaire. By 2024, Shah Rukh Khan's net worth was estimated to be more than $770 million. That made him one of the richest actors in the world, even richer than Hollywood stars like Tom Cruise and George Clooney. And what's shocking, he made most of this not just from acting, but from business. He also bought a massive office building in Mumbai. His company has hundreds of employees. He is now not just an actor, but a CEO, a visionary, and a game changer. And yet, through all of this success, Shah Rukh never lost his charm. He still stood on stage, cracked jokes, folded his hands in gratitude, and said, "I'm just a boy from Delhi, trying to entertain you." But life was not always smooth. Some of his movies didn't do well between 2018 to 2022, like Zero, Fan, and Jab Harry Met Sejal. People started saying his time was over. Critics called him old. New actors were entering the scene. Social media trolls tried to pull him down. But you know what? Shah Rukh Khan didn't fight back with anger. He stayed silent. For 4 years, he didn't release any film. He disappeared. No interviews, no media shows, no announcements. Just peace. Family, reading, learning. People thought he had quit. But in 2023, he came back with a storm. His film Pathan broke all records. It made more than $130 million worldwide. Then came Jawan, another mega hit. He became the first Indian actor to deliver 2 $100 million films in a single year. Then came Dunki, a film close to his heart. It didn't make as much money, but it made people feel something deep. With these films, Shah Rukh proved that age doesn't matter, criticism doesn't break you, and if you have belief, you can rise again. He showed that true power is not how you succeed, but how you return after falling down. Part 4. The Legacy of Shah Rukh Khan. After Pathan, Jawan, and Dunki, Shah Rukh Khan was not just back. He was bigger than ever before. But now, he was not just a superstar. He had become something even greater. A living legend, a man whose story touched millions, not just in India, but all over the world. People called him many names: the king of Bollywood, the global icon, the romance king, the billion-dollar actor. But if you ask Shah Rukh himself, he'd smile and say, "I'm just a boy from Delhi who still believes in dreams." But who was he really? Let's go beyond the fame and lights. His heart. A man of love and loyalty. Even though he had hundreds of awards, houses, cars, and global fame, Shah Rukh Khan's most powerful strength was his heart. He always said, "Success means nothing if you're not kind." Shah Rukh never forgot his past. He always remained loyal to his friends, especially people who supported him when he was nothing. He stayed close to his school and college friends. He helped struggling actors and technicians. He donated quietly to hospitals, children's care, acid attack survivors, and families of soldiers. He never showed off. He believed that charity should be done silently. One time, when a young girl fighting cancer wanted to meet him, Shah Rukh flew across cities just to sit beside her bed. He held her hand, smiled with her, and stayed for hours. He didn't post it online. No PR, no cameras, just love. That is Shah Rukh Khan. His family, the foundation of his world. Behind every powerful man, there is a strong woman. For Shah Rukh, that woman is Gauri Khan. They married in 1991. Gauri is a Hindu, Shah Rukh is a Muslim. But their love was stronger than religion. Their love story was full of ups and downs, but they stood together. Always. In a world of broken families and celebrity divorces, SRK and Gauri's bond stayed strong, private, and real. His global impact, not just an Indian star. In Germany, his fans learned Hindi just to watch his films without subtitles. In Morocco, people shout his name on the streets, calling him Shah Rukh brother. In Dubai, he has a luxurious home on Palm Jumeirah, and his face lights up on the Burj Khalifa every year on his birthday. In France, he received the Legion of Honor, their highest civilian award. In London, he has a wax statue at Madame Tussauds, and in the hearts of millions, he lives as a symbol of hope, love, and never giving up. His fame and fans, a bond like no other. Every year on November 2nd, thousands of people stand outside his house, Manat, holding posters, singing songs, crying, praying, shouting his name. And he always comes out. He waves, he smiles, he throws kisses. Sometimes he stands on the fence for hours just to make his fans happy. No other celebrity has this kind of connection. His fans don't just love him because he's famous. They love him because he never changed. He never acted superior. He always said, "Fans made me who I am. I owe them my everything." 5. His house, Manat, the Dream Palace Shah. Rukh Khan bought Manat in 2001. It wasn't easy. He didn't have enough money back then. But he believed in his dream. Today, Manat is one of the most expensive homes in the world, worth over $25 million. It has 6 floors, a personal gym, A theater, luxurious interiors designed by Gowrie, and a nameplate that fans come to touch like a temple. Manat is not just a house. It's a symbol of how far a boy with no money can go if he believes in himself. His wisdom. Over the years, Shah Rukh has shared many powerful thoughts. Success is not a good teacher. Failure makes you humble. Don't become a philosopher before you become rich. If you want to become something in life, do what your heart says, not what the world says. Be like water, flow, change shape, never stop. He taught the world that it's okay to be emotional, to cry, to fall, to fail, and still rise again with a smile. As of 2025, Shah Rukh Khan is not just an actor or a businessman or a star. He is a feeling. He gave us love stories, laughter, tears, dreams, dance, and power. He showed us that a boy from Delhi, who slept in a small room, who had no godfather, who lost his parents young, could one day become the most loved man on earth. He taught us how to fall in love. He taught us how to rise after failure. He taught us how to be human, no matter how big we become. And that is what makes him eternal. When you look at Shah Rukh Khan today, what do you see? You see a man who walks on red carpets wearing suits worth thousands of dollars. You see him living in a sea-facing mansion called Manat, decorated like a palace. You see his private jet, his Bentley, his watches that cost more than a house. You see him dancing on the Burj Khalifa, smiling from Times Square, ruling the hearts of fans from Mumbai to Morocco. You see the luxury, the glamour, the billions. But what you don't see easily is the fire behind it all. A boy who lost his father when he was 15. A boy who lost his mother at 25. A boy who had no godfather, no big surname, no special connections, just a heart full of dreams. He came to Mumbai with a bag full of clothes, a mind full of dreams, and a heart full of love. He slept in small rooms. He waited for calls. He failed. He cried. He doubted. But he never gave up. Today, Shah Rukh Khan is not just a man. He is a living message. No matter where you come from, you can reach anywhere. Lessons from the life of Shah Rukh Khan. 1. Believe in your dreams. Even if nobody else believes in you, you must believe in yourself. Dreams don't work unless you do. But if you work with love, magic happens. 2. Pain can build you. Losing his parents broke him, but he turned pain into power. He became the man they would be proud of. Let your pain push you, not destroy you. 3. Kindness is power. He treats spot boys, drivers, staff, fans, everyone with respect. You don't become small by being kind. You become unforgettable. 4. Never show off your struggles. Let your success speak. SRK never cries on camera about his hard life. He smiles, works, and wins. Let your story speak through your results. 5. Don't chase money. Chase excellence. He once said, "Money follows success, and success follows passion." Today, he earns more than $50 million a year, but it all started with passion. 6. Work so hard that even luck starts following you. He worked day and night for years, with honesty and hunger. That's how he built his empire. If you're a student struggling with English, if you're a worker tired of your job, if you're a dreamer scared of the world, if you've failed many times and feel like giving up, remember Shah Rukh Khan, a boy from Delhi, a dreamer with no godfather, a struggler with no money. He fought pain, rejection, loss, and fear. But he believed, he worked, he loved, he stood tall, and he became a king. So can you. Start where you are, Use what you have, do what you can, and never stop believing in the magic that lives inside you. As Shah Rukh says, if you don't like your story today, write a better one tomorrow. This is not just a story about fame. This is a story about you. This is a reminder that greatness lives inside all of us. Be your own Shah Rukh Khan. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new today. I'll see you tomorrow. Every day is a new chance to learn something new. Take care and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.